Hey guys, Sly Sonic 7 back again, and as we are playing Sonic the Hedgehog, you know what this episode is. It is the finale. Cannot believe we're actually here, guys. This is what we've been trying for this entire time, is to finally beat this game 100%. So, just to give the quick context, in between the last episode where we finally beat the last level and got an S rank, which is something that I've actually never done before, we have the, I just want to give you the update that if you have a gold medal results and I go to last episode, then I actually went back to the last level and collected all the silver medals also. So we have everything collected. Literally all that is left is to beat one boss battle, S rank that, and we have 100% of this game done S rank on every level and collected every single silver medal in this game. So guys, nothing to it but to do it. Let's go. So as we finally collected all 7 Chaos Emeralds, the whole fable is that once all 7 Chaos Emeralds are collected together, a miracle will happen.
Gems of miracles.
See, Gems of Miracles. Now, this is the moment I'm prefacing right now that outraged every fan the most about this game. It wasn't the poor story writing, it wasn't the half-done gameplay, it was this moment right here.
Once again.
It's like, you know, this part is fun, you know, like the Chaos Emeralds bringing someone back to life. It's like, it's not the weirdest thing they've ever tried to do. I don't care about that.
Now it is my
But I'm just gonna
time
stay
to
quiet so you
turn
guys can just
silver.
watch this really
I
quick.
care not what happens to me, but please heed my voice. Sonic, come back to me, to us.
Right here. She fucking kisses him. He is a hedgehog and she is a woman. And she kisses him. And because of the kiss, he's back to life. And not only that, he went fucking Super Saiyan. Okay, for anyone who's ever seen this before, this is called a, well, it's called Super Sonic. Which, again, when you think Super Saiyan, it's kind of hilarious. So basically the whole idea is he infuses the energy of the Chaos Emeralds into himself, and then that allows him to become this elevated kind of being that is Super Shadow. Has much more powers, he can levitate, all that other stuff. But, you know, the whole idea is that he turns Supersonic in pretty much every game to beat the final boss. And that's what happens. But they do something kind of interesting here, because in Sonic Adventure 2, it was Sonic and Shadow, and both Sonic and Shadow turned Super to beat the final boss. But now, of course, there's a third Hedgehog. So Sonic is infusing the energy of the Chaos Emeralds into Shadow, who turns gold, and Silver, who can somehow also do this, because he kind of hopped aboard the train. So all three together say that we are going to save the world and take out the final boss. Kind of ridiculous, but, you know, all in all, like, for having the 3 characters and making us play through all 3 stories, it at least gives us that satisfaction in the end that all 3 are kind of being used. So this is the final boss. This is Solaris. This is what happens when Iblis and Mephiles fuse together. They become this kind of like ethereal being, which is kind of cool. Like, it's a very cool design. But I'm going to explain this really quick, and this boss battle is going to be very frustrating, but there's going to be a very nice little catch to it for us that really lets us kind of keep in touch. So you control only one of them at a time. So Sonic switches to Shadow, and Shadow switches to Silver. So you need to control Silver first. That's what you need to do. So using Silver's power, you catch a few of these, shoot them back, catch a few, shoot them back, catch a few, shoot them back, you know, yada yada yada. Now the thing is, you're going to do this until you get his health about a quarter down, and then that arm that is blocking is going to fall off essentially. Yeah, right there. Okay, so the second that happens, now we switch to Sonic and we switch back to Shadow, which is a little bit annoying that you can't just do this normally. Now we get to finally do something good. So this is going to be a very, very weird motion we're doing the entire time, but I promise there's a reason, is that you have to hold the right trigger to charge your gauge, point the left stick in whatever direction you want to move, and tap A to move fast so that he can't catch you with anything. You do this until his health is at half, Yes, Lola, I know. Hi, Lola. Oh god. You do this until his health is about half, and then his arm is going to fall off here, right there.
It's your turn.
And now we switch to Silver to have to switch to Sonic.
Okay.
And we do the exact same motion where we move to the right, hold the right trigger, and tap A. Sonic's charge is a lot slower, but the second we have a full charge, we attack, and we get right at his core. Now, we're just going to do this until we take down his health. And spoiler alert, this boss has 2 phases. But the nice part is that there's actually a checkpoint in between the 2 phases, so that if something goes wrong in the second phase, you can actually you can hit start over and get right back to the start of the second phase, because you're not actually gaining any score in between. So it gives you a natural checkpoint that I don't have to redo these first 2 minutes, which are kind of annoying, right? So that's a huge help, actually. And it's one of the few things they did right. So 2 minutes and 8 seconds, we beat the first form. It's really just moving around. The Super Sonic, or Super Hedgehogs, or whatever they are, always were pretty powerful. So it's no surprise, they can really take him over that easily. But
is it over? No, it's not over yet.
Of course, Shadow just has a premonition that it's not over yet. Comes back as an angel, basically. I love this design. It's super cool. But now, I'm gonna just explain really quick that you can use whoever to attack Solaris for the second part. But I'm gonna use Sonic. But now I'm gonna stay quiet for a bit because I want you guys to hear my favorite music in the entire game. It's called Solaris Phase 2.
Is it impossible to defeat a super-dimensional being after all?
No, something's different. I can feel a large, powerful consciousness coming from Solaris.
What? A consciousness? That's it! That's his core! Even if we can't stop this force, we can stop his consciousness!
Look! There's a strange thing in the middle of Solaris! Isn't that the core?
Let's see how long you can keep up that big attitude.
Alright guys, so first of all, how epic is that music? That music is, I don't know, I love that music so much. I listen to it when I run, I listen to it when I work out, it psychs me up. I love that music. So basically the idea is he can only take damage when he's firing his laser, which is really annoying. So if you try to hit him in between or things like that, it doesn't count. Really? He was totally firing his laser, and sometimes the game, in its natural glitchy self, doesn't want to count a hit, which is the best part of all. But as you can see in my ring counter, my rings are slowly going down. So you start with 50 as the supers, and you kind of work your way down. I'm going to switch now to Shadow, because Sonic and Shadow are definitely the 2 easiest to be attacking with. Oh god, each time you get hit by him too, you lose about 10 rings. The whole idea is that you're invincible until your rings hit 0, which is just like normal, right? So with Shadow, I'm going to be much more constant about just firing, just because you never really know about when he's going to be firing that laser or not. My dog is just running circles around me as I'm recording this, so I apologize for whatever this sounds like. Promise she's super cute, but it's just in one of those really just overtired moods where all she wants to do is just, okay. She's just super energetic, but she really has no energy, so I apologize for the loud barking. So we're really, really close to the end here. You can see the health is going down. We're there. Oh, okay, just kidding. We did it before I even expected to. Now, I'm hoping that's enough. We didn't have many rings left, because the last thing I was going to say is that at the very end of the last hit, try to switch to one of them who has 50 rings again, just to get the maximum ring bonus. But as we defeat Solaris, they don't really show much, they just kind of show him crumbling away, but our time bonus, hilariously enough, is actually enough for an S rank on itself. It's pretty funny how that works out, and I found out it's actually a glitch in the game. That's the first time you ever beat the game. As long as you beat the game, and I think it's under 10 minutes, you get an S rank automatically, just off of time bonus. Well, the 10,000 boss score and the time bonus. So, hilariously enough, for being the final boss, it's actually the easiest boss in the game. Which is the reason why I wasn't really that stressed out while I was doing it, and I kind of didn't want to spoil it at first. But I just want to go over this right now because we got cleared an act mission. We got all episodes cleared, which means the last episode, Sonic, Silvers, and Shadows. We're getting a lot of them here. Cleared this boss battle with an S, which we did. And then there's another one. What's this one? This one says we cleared all missions in the last episode with an S. Everything great, let's save, make sure we save for sure, and now let's watch the ending. As we destroy Solaris, the cosmos is basically restoring itself because there's no one who's distorting space and time anymore. Eggman's kind of like grumpy, even though he's technically now has a place to live, so I don't know, he's kind of just being like a party pooper. And back come the Super Saiyans. And as they're all kind of just watching this happen, of course they let Sonic stand in front because he's supposed to be the leader. It was funny, I wanted to switch to Sonic to live in the last blow because it's a Sonic Let's Play, but of course I accidentally did it a little bit too quickly with Shadow. So, you know, oops. So, let's see what's happening with Elisa here. Oh, okay. There it is. It's just that everyone's kind of being transported back to where they were.
No. That is the true Solaris.
What? I even saw this ending and this still doesn't make sense to me. Alright, let's see if this makes any sense to us.
This is Solaris, the flame of hope.
It's so beautiful.
When the flame has grown large enough, our world will change. Solaris will allow us to control time and move through history. People will be able to rectify past mistakes. And
how do people think this is a good idea? Like, has no one ever seen the butterfly effect? Where you change one thing, then 10 other things go wrong?
Yes, Elise. We'll both be able
we'll be able to see your mother, but endanger millions of people. But don't cry. Don't ever cry. I like how the dad just has like a little like teacup on his head. I know it's supposed to be like a little hat, but it's like really, really tiny, so it just looks like he's wearing a cup upside down. Kind of funny. Ah, there we go. Okay, so they get to go back to the flame of hope.
This is where everything began. Who knew such a tiny flame could bring such devastation?
Ah, look at the power of hope, bitch. What, she's like allowed to like hold the mystical flame now? What kind of bullshit is this?
This flame, Solaris will never exist. And then we'll never have to worry about the flames of disaster, right?
Oh. Wow, it has been this long since I've seen the... Actually, yeah, now that I think about it, I haven't actually seen the ending of this since 2006, like, when this game came out. Oh, okay, now I see how it is. So Sonic is saying put out the flame because it's best for the world, and Elise is kind of clinging to the idea of like, but if I never know you, then my life will never positively change.
To tell the truth.
So like, you know, what do I really do?
I don't care what happens to the world.
And see, like, this is, like, so annoying. It's like, she's acting like a little preteen girl who's just like, I don't care what I'm doing. I care about my own feelings.
Just smile.
And Sonic's like, this is a one-way street, man. Put out the flame. I also like the metaphor that, like, she has to literally put out the flame in their relationship. I love this. A magical deity can be destroyed by just a girl blowing her lips. And as like the nice little twist, they go back to where we were at the very beginning. Obviously, you know, the boat comes in. It's this very majestic, nice scene that shows the very high-def graphics I talked about originally, which really made me fall in love with the Xbox. and she's gonna get to the altar of flame, which I'm also a little bit confused because if Solaris never existed, why is there an altar of flame? Why is this whole city still there? I mean, it's too many loose ends for the puzzle for sure, but Sonic, for some reason, is still there. And I'm kind of confused though, because if she destroyed the flame like she said, then he would have never been there. Because Eggman would have never been there. So it's just like, why did that happen?
Miss Elise,
And, you know,
it felt like...
how would she have known? It felt like someone was calling me. Who would she know who this was? Like,
It's just
yeah.
the wind.
I'm sure it was just the wind. The blue wind, aka Sonic.
So familiar somehow.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the classic movie ending where, like, time's reversed, but, like, somehow people just saw that connection with each other. It's like, I get it, it's kind of cheesy, but whatever. But I mean, like, ultimately, like, just this ending is kind of like a microcosm of the entire game, which is that I'm watching a scene and I'm asking 50 questions to say, how does this work? Why did this ever happen? Again, beautiful graphics, beautiful way to end this. Sonic looking at the moon. Gorgeous, gorgeous game. So guys, that is officially it. I mean, it's crazy to say, but I just want to make sure, right? This is it. Yeah, we're gonna get the credit. Yeah, okay, so we're on the credits. So, guys, this is officially it. We actually beat the game. We 100% it. And to prove that really quick, I'm gonna pause. Oh, I'll let the credits run. And while I show you this achievements, we go to Sonic right here. And we have every achievement. We have 23 out of 23 unlocked, all of them. And just to show the last few ones, we got all the silver medals in Soliana, we cleared the last episode, we achieved S ranks on all of the last episode, which we did. We achieved S rank on all missions in the entire game, which we did, and that's the hardest one to get. And then we received all of the gold medals in the game. And this one is a little bit, I mean, like, so this one is directly tied with this one. I mean, like, a lot of them are tied to each other, but still, this is something I gotta say I've never done before. I've never actually fully beaten this game. The furthest I had gotten to was having these 5 still blank because I could never S rank the last episode. So guys, I gotta say, like, this has been absolutely incredible. It took so long to do this. I know, like, if you look at the start of this, I'm pretty sure it's been like a 5-month journey on this, but going forward, I really want my other Let's Plays to be even more constant, and I've definitely been, like, ramping up the content, so it'd be really cool to make this more of a constant thing. Just like before, I can only record on weekends, so I'm gonna obviously try to overload on those and kind of, like, keep the content going through the week, just so you guys don't have to wait each week just for new videos, but I mean, even like the game is like as flawed as this game, I have to say, like, there's a lot of joy to be had. And it's the also reason why I wanted this is that I knew as I was going to play this game, I had to talk out loud as I was playing. My immediate thoughts would be criticism as you're playing. You know, why is this gameplay hurting me here? What's going on? What's there? But ultimately, a video game for me is all about the emotion that it gives me. There are certain things you play like sport games that I think just are, you know, it's a fun, you know, fantasy experience and what if I would have personally. And I think other games give you different emotions. So for me, Sonic has always been about hope and kind of this carefree love of life. And I think you see that with how, like, Sonic's character is always designed. And while this game was extremely flawed and while there were so many points to gripe about, I still find myself coming back to it, even 9 years later, and, like, still doing things like this Let's Play or just kind of, like, playing it, because for me, like, it's fun to relive those memories and, like, not let go of those feelings. And I think that's something that's really special about video games and something that's really cool and big for us. And for me, I really have appreciated the opportunity to just play through what is one of my favorite games, actually, and, you know, play through it with you guys. There are definitely better games I've played, but I think if you ask me just one to have, like, a lasting impact on, like, how I could, like, develop, like, you know, belief in myself and, like, what really, like, you know, how much I really enjoy the characters, Sonic has always been a huge franchise for me, and I think this is the last game that I truly appreciated. There have been better games since, but I think it's the last one that, like, meant more to me, just, like, a story and all that kind of stuff. As flawed of a story as it is. But, I'm gonna skip out the credits here. It's been going for too long. There is nothing else in this game, though, guys. I mean, if there is ever anything you guys would like for me to show, like, hey, I know you don't use S ranks on hard mode, like, you know, off screen, or you collect all these silver medals, I'd be more than happy to do these videos, instructional or whatever. But I mean, other than that, guys, if we look at this, we have 100% last episode, 100% Sonic, 100% Shadow, 100% Silver. And if we look at the gold medals, we have all 180 gold medals in the game. We have everything in this game. And that's not even just, yeah, I mean, that's everything. So, you know, the trials, any of them, like, I don't know why I'm clicking on these, but yeah, I mean, like, everything is done. Like, all the town trials have S ranks, all of the missions have S ranks, all the boss battles have S ranks. And guys, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but we actually did it. So guys, I'm going to just show these guys at the very end, but guys, thank you so much for just kind of tagging along on this journey and being here for all of it. Start to finish, I gotta say, it's definitely been one of the most interesting things I've ever done, to do like a full Let's Play of this, especially the game as in depth as this. All in all, I'd say it took me 40 hours to like, start to finish, like beat everything. That includes replaying the levels, all the frustration of dying, the 2.5 hours I spent on Kingdom Valley, things like that. But like, it's something that like I will definitely hold on to, and it's definitely been a ton of fun to do. So I really hope you guys have enjoyed the series, and please leave me like comments of what you thought, what I could have done better, and even moving forward, what other games you'd like to see me play. Because I really enjoy doing this, and I really appreciate that there are some of you guys who really have like caught on to this and really been following along. So any comments or like feedback or anything that would be super helpful at this point, guys. So guys, this has been Sonic 7 in the finale of Sonic 06, or as better known, or as technically called Sonic the Hedgehog, now officially 100% complete. Thanks so much for watching, guys.